Weeks bled into months, slowly forging a fractured reality from shattered, colliding dimensions. Ancient Earth groaned deeply as impossible structures pierced unfamiliar, storm-laden skies. A world reborn. Verdant jungles, thick and wild, now choked the skeletal remains of forgotten, towering skyscrapers. Vines, thick as colossal serpents, embraced steel skeletons, reclaiming urban decay with fierce, relentless life. Moss-laden concrete crumbled beneath the relentless creep of primordial foliage, slowly dissolving into dust. The heavy air hung thick with the scent of damp earth and metallic dust. A new, primeval breath. Towering trees, alien and luminous, sprouted defiantly from the very heart of collapsed, broken buildings. Sunlight struggled to penetrate the dense, layered canopy, casting perpetual, eerie twilight below the foliage. Strange, bioluminescent flora pulsed, softly, illuminating hidden pathways through the wild, overgrown landscape. Whispers of the old world echoed mournfully in the wind, a sorrowful song of what once was. Dragon spires, jagged and dark, now erupted organically from sheer, ancient, forbidden cliff faces. Their obsidian curves mimicked the mountain's crags, creating monstrous, natural, yet alien architecture. Glimmering scales of rock shimmered eerily under the strange light of this merged, fractured firmament. The very stone pulsed with dormant, raw energy, a testament to the cataclysmic, violent fusion. Ancient carvings, half devoured by natural growth, depicted forgotten, terrible legends of cosmic upheaval. Wind howled through the newly formed, deep canyons, carrying distant, unknown, mournful cries. Waterfalls cascaded from impossible heights, carving new paths through the fractured, ever-changing land. The ground trembled faintly, a constant, unsettling reminder of the unstable world's living, restless pulse. Floating city chunks, once proud monuments of human ambition, drifted silently in the bruised sky. They hung suspended, broken behemoths, tethered by glowing, ethereal roots of raw, vibrant energy. These luminous tendrils pulsed with an otherworldly light, connecting earth to sky in a strange network. Gravity itself seemed to bend and warp, a silent testament to the raw, untamed forces at play. Debris of a forgotten civilization became celestial islands in this new, dark, fragmented cosmos. Distant thunder rumbled ominously, not from clouds, but from the shifting, broken land itself. The thick air tasted of ozone and ancient dust, a potent cocktail of destruction and rebirth. Scarred landscapes stretched endlessly, painted in hues of twilight and eerie, unsettling luminescence. Vast plains, once teeming with life, now lay fractured, crisscrossed by glowing, deep fissures. Ethereal mists clung stubbornly to the lowlands, obscuring monstrous forms moving stealthily in the shadows. The sky itself was a canvas of swirling, unnatural colors, constantly reforming its chaotic patterns. Twin moons, one blood-red, one pale, cast an unsettling glow upon the desolate terrain below. Strange constellations, born of cosmic collision, shimmered eerily in the perpetual, bruised twilight. The very fabric of reality felt thin, stretched taut, vibrating with latent, unfathomable power. Twisted trees clawed at the bruised sky, their branches like skeletal fingers reaching for solace. Desolate coastlines met stormy, churning seas, where new, unimaginable horrors surely lurked in the depths. The silence was profound, broken only by the groaning of the land and distant, primal roars. A sense of ancient dread permeated the atmosphere, a primal fear of the vast unknown. Everywhere, the scars of the rift remained, shimmering cracks in the world's fragile facade. These glowing fissures bled strange energies, twisting nature into grotesque, terrifying new forms. Life persisted, mutated and fierce, adapting brutally to the harsh, unpredictable, alien environment. Survival was a brutal, unending dance, played out beneath a perpetually fractured firmament of chaos. The air itself crackled with residual magic, a constant, low hum beneath the surface. Mountains floated impossibly, defying natural law, their jagged peaks piercing the bruised, turbulent sky. Rivers flowed upstream into impossible waterfalls, feeding unseen, ethereal lakes high above the ground. The very ground shifted. A living, breathing entity, scarred but stubbornly and fiercely alive. Twisted metal skeletons of bridges spanned chasms that defied all logic, hanging precariously. Once familiar landmarks now stood as grotesque, unrecognizable monuments to chaos and cosmic violence. The sun, when it appeared, seemed a sickly, distant orb, struggling to illuminate the gloom. Shadows stretched long and distorted, dancing eerily with the world's unsettling new rhythm. Eerie echoes carried on the wind, fragments of past lives, utterly lost to the cataclysm. The land was a patchwork quilt of disparate biomes, stitched together by raw rift energy. Lush, alien flora bloomed beside scorched earth, testament to the brutal cosmic violence. The air was thick with pollen from unknown plants, causing a strange, heavy stupor. Crystalline formations jutted from the earth, singing with a low, resonant, otherworldly hum. These vibrant crystals pulsed with inner light, guiding travelers through the perpetual, strange gloom. Pathways of raw energy snaked across the landscape, connecting disparate zones with luminous threads. The world was a canvas of perpetual change, a testament to its violent, chaotic birth. From the depths of this fractured reality, new, terrifying legends were undoubtedly being born. The silence between the roars spoke volumes of a world holding its breath, waiting. Massive, ancient roots, glowing with internal fire, crisscrossed the fractured, unstable ground. They seemed to draw sustenance from the very fabric of the broken dimensions, consuming all. These luminous conduits pulsed with primal energy, connecting disparate biomes in a hidden network. Deep chasms opened without warning, revealing abyssal depths filled with strange, pulsating light. Unseen currents of magic flowed through the air, invigorating some, sickening others with dark power. The ground beneath trembled, with a slow, rhythmic beat like a colossal, sleeping heart. Strange, unearthly birds soared on updrafts, their calls echoing eerily across the desolate wastes. Their feathers shimmered with iridescent hues, reflecting the fractured, chaotic sky above them. Predatory shadows moved swiftly through the tangled undergrowth, unseen and unheard, seeking new prey. The very air tasted of ancient stone and electric charge, a potent, wild, untamed essence. Volcanic vents hissed, spewing strange, colored gases into the heavy, oppressive atmosphere. Rivers of molten rock carved new canyons, glowing ominously in the perpetual, fiery dusk. The earth itself was a living, breathing entity, scarred, yet fiercely resilient and defiant. Whispers of primordial power resonated from deep within the world's fractured, unstable core. Twisted rock formations resembled monstrous, silent guardians, watching over the desolate, changed land. The scale of everything felt immense, dwarfing any mortal understanding or fleeting human presence. Ancient ruins, half submerged, hinted at civilizations now utterly lost to time and cataclysm. The wind carried the scent of exotic blooms mixed with the metallic temps of raw metal. Bioluminescent fungi clung to damp cavern walls, casting an ethereal, soft, otherworldly glow. Deep within the earth, unknown, powerful forces continued their slow, relentless work of change. The world was a symphony of chaos, a beautiful, terrifying, and unpredictable masterpiece of fusion. Every shadow held a secret, every jagged peak a mystery waiting to be unveiled. Strange geological formations defied explanation, sculpted by impossible, cosmic pressures and energies. The very concept of time felt warped, stretched thin by the dimensional, violent upheaval. Distant roars echoed across the vast plains, signaling the presence of mighty, new beings. These titanic sounds reverberated through the very bones of the fractured, groaning earth. The air thrummed with unspoken power, a silent promise of future, inevitable conflicts. A new era dawned, shrouded in mystery, danger, and unimaginable, terrifying potential. This fractured world now held its collective breath, awaiting the next chapter of its saga. For in this realm of broken pieces, Titans now forged their formidable, dark empires. Their wills clashed, shaping the very landscape with their raw, untamed, destructive power. The world itself was merely a grand stage for their apocalyptic, monumental drama. Tiamat, the dragon goddess, now reigns from her storm-wreathed, formidable sky citadel. She watches over her domain, a swirling vortex of perpetual, crackling tempest and fury. Permanent lightning rivers snake through the bruised clouds, her fearsome, elemental signature. Her presence alone warps the weather, a constant, dark, elemental, terrifying display. The sky citadel itself, a fusion of dragon temple and shattered skyscrapers, floats majestically. Obsidian spires pierce the storm clouds, adorned with ancient, glowing draconic runes. These colossal structures hum with dark energy, radiating Tiamat's fearsome, undeniable might. Lesser dragons, their scales dark as night, circle the citadel in endless, silent vigil. Their leathery wings beat a slow, rhythmic pulse against the storm-swept, turbulent air. Corrupted wyverns, twisted by rift energies, join the aerial dance, their eyes gleaming. Their guttural cries echo through the tempest, a chorus of dark devotion to their queen. Below, on the jagged, floating islands, a cult of ground-dwellers now thrives in shadows. These mutated humanoids, or perhaps dragon spawn, worship Tiamat with fervent, unholy zeal. Their forms are grotesque, skin-scaled, eyes glowing with an unholy, shared reverence. They move through the citadel's ruins, chanting ancient hymns to the five-headed goddess. Offerings of strange, glowing crystals are laid at altars beneath her storm halo. Tiamat observes her dominion with cold, calculating eyes, a vast, predatory, ancient gaze. Her massive form, silhouetted against the perpetual lightning, inspires both terror and awe. She is the storm, the sky, the very essence of this dark, ascended, terrible realm. Her empire expands, clawing relentlessly at the fringes of the fractured, unstable world below. The wind carries the scent of ozone and ancient magic, Tiamat's ever-present, fearsome breath. Far below, beyond the storm's reach, another power rises, primal and fiercely territorial. Titan Rex now dominates the sprawling, treacherous expanse known as the Valley of Titans. This colossal basin, scarred by ancient battles, vibrates with his raw, untamed presence. Magadinos, remnants of a bygone era, roam the valley, powerful and inherently dangerous. Their thunderous footsteps shake the very ground, echoing through the shadowed, deep canyons. Rift-mutated beasts, grotesque and monstrous, stalk the edges of his vast, dark domain. Their eyes gleam with feral intelligence, their forms warped by the rift's cruel kiss. These hybrid horrors, born of Charles, now thrive in the valley's primal, savage depths. Sunken city remains, half devoured by earth and time, form the valley's grim, ancient bones. Twisted skyscrapers, once proud, now lie as broken monuments swallowed by the earth. Their metallic skeletons jute like ancient ribs from the valley's muddy, scarred, dark floor. Rex moves through these ruins, a living earthquake, his roars echoing absolute dominance. He surveys his territory, a king among beasts, his power absolute and unquestioned. A pack-like following of other giant creatures trails him, a living, moving retinue. Smaller, yet still massive, predators defer to his might, bowing to his supreme will. Some flee at his approach, sensing the overwhelming power radiating from his colossal form. His shadow falls across the land, a dark omen for any who dare trespass. The air crackles with his raw, elemental energy, a palpable force of nature. Scars from previous battles crisscross his hide, telling tales of his brutal, enduring strength. His eyes, ancient and amber, scan the horizon, ever beheeland, ever hungry for challenge. The valley trembles with each of his deliberate, heavy steps, a living, rhythmic drumbeat. He is the apex predator, the undisputed master of this savage, primordial realm. His roars tear through the air, claiming every inch of this broken, new world. The ground beneath his feet bears the weight of his titanic, unchallenged, absolute reign. The air tastes of fear and raw power, a potent mix in his formidable domain. Volcanic fumes rise from distant vents, painting the sky in ominous, fiery hues. Rivers of black tar snake through the valley, reflecting the bruised, twilight sky. Ancient bones of forgotten giants litter the landscape, a morbid testament to time. Rex moves with purpose, a hunter, a ruler, a force of raw, destructive nature. His massive jaws, lined with dagger-like teeth, are a promise of swift, brutal demise. The earth itself seems to bend to his will, a silent, powerful, terrifying acknowledgement. He is the embodiment of primeval strength, an unstoppable engine of pure destruction. His territory is a testament to raw power, carved out through sheer, brutal force. The air vibrates with the latent energy of his presence, a constant, low, unsettling hum. Every creature knows its place, either ally, prey, or fleeing shadow in his realm. His dominion is absolute, a dark kingdom forged in the crucible of cosmic collision. The fractured world holds its breath as these two titans solidify their power. Tiamat in the sky, a tempestuous goddess. Rex on the earth, a primal keen. Their territories, though distinct, are bound by the same shattered, unstable reality. The invisible lines of their empires are drawn, ready for future, inevitable conflict. Yet, between their formidable realms, something else stirs. Something ancient and powerful, a colossal crystal heart, pulsating with raw, unbridled energy, lies embedded deeply. It rests in the desolate plains, a monument to the rift's cataclysmic, violent birth. This immense, crystalline core radiates an otherworldly light, vibrant and deeply unsettling. Its surface shimmers with iridescent hues, reflecting the fractured, unstable sky above. The very air around it warps, distorting light and sound in strange, unsettling ways. Gravity itself fluctuates near its immense form, causing eerie, silent, spatial eddies. Distant echoes of colossal roars seem to bend and twist around its pulsing core. The ground trembles rhythmically with its beat, a colossal, living heart of the world. Strange, ethereal mists swirl around its base, charged with unknown, potent, rift-born creatures, grotesque and numerous, gather near its vibrant, glowing, powerful presence. They feed on its raw energy, their forms constantly mutating, shifting, and evolving. Their bodies twist into new, terrifying shapes, empowered by the heart. Sacral influence. These monstrous entities respawn endlessly, their numbers swelling around the colossal crystal. The heart is a wellspring of chaos, a constant source of mutation and dark power. Its light casts long, dancing shadows, giving life to horrors from other dimensions. The ground around it is scorched, cracked, and infused with its strange, alien power. Whispers of primordial forces emanate from its depths, a silent, powerful, ominous song. This colossal crystal hums with a low, resonant frequency, felt deep within the earth. It is a beacon of instability, a nexus where realities fray and violently reform. The air itself feels heavy, charged with the immense, unfathomable power it emits. Every ripple of its pulse sends subtle tremors across the fractured, unstable landscape. It is a wound in reality, yet also a source of strange, terrifying new life. The world watches, silently, as his heart continues its relentless, rhythmic, ancient beat. Its purpose remains shrouded in mystery, its power undeniable, its presence deeply ominous. But upon its shimmering surface, a new, unsettling detail begins to manifest clearly. Close-up on the heart's crystalline face reveals shifting, shadowy, eye-like patterns. Flickers of an eye-like pattern move across its vibrant, pulsing, inner depths. Observing, this ethereal eye seems to drift, observing, absorbing, learning from its strange. It is not a physical eye, but a manifestation of pure, nascent, alien consciousness, a hint of a deeper intelligence, cold and calculating, now resides within the core. This emergent consciousness, a rift-spawn Overmind, awakens slowly, deliberately, with dark intent. It remembers fragments of the true enemy, a primal directive buried deep within its being. Its purpose, to finish what was started, to bring about ultimate, cosmic annihilation. The eye-like pattern expands, then contracts, a silent breath of burgeoning, dark awareness. It watches the rift spawn, its children, observing their mutations, their endless hunger. It sees Tiamat's storms, Rex's might, calculating their weaknesses, their strengths, their doom. A chilling, silent intelligence now permeates the very essence of the colossal heart. It is a hive mind, born from residual fragments of ancient, cosmic malady. The Overmind learns, assimilates, and grows stronger with every passing, fleeting moment. Its presence is a subtle hum beneath the world's chaos, a silent, pervasive threat. The crystalline patterns swirl, reflecting a vast, alien intellect. Now fully awake, it orchestrates the movements of the rift spawn, a silent conductor of impending destruction. Every mutation, every new horror, serves a purpose in its grand, dark design. The Overmind projects its will, a cold, insidious influence across the broken realms. It maps the energy flows, the weaknesses in the fractured reality, with chilling precision. Ancient memories of cosmic war and ultimate conquest stir within its nascent dark core. Its purpose, to finish what was started, to bring about ultimate, cosmic annihilation. The eye-like pattern expands, then contracts, a silent breath of burgeoning, dark awareness. It watches the rift spawn, its children, observing their mutations, their endless hunger. It sees Tiamat's storms, Rex's might, calculating their weaknesses, their strengths, their doom. The heart pulses with a renewed intensity, responding to the Overmind's growing, terrible will. Its vibrant light flickers, a silent communication across the fractured, unstable realms. The air grows heavy with anticipation, a palpable tension spreading outwards rapidly. A low, resonant thrum emanates from the heart's core, growing steadily louder and more ominous. The ground begins to tremble more violently, a deep, unsettling vibration, felt everywhere. Rift-spawn creatures around the heart become agitated, chittering, sensing the profound change. Their eyes glow with a shared, unsettling luminescence, reflecting a unified, dark purpose. The colossal heart pulses with an unprecedented, violent surge of raw energy. Waves of pure destabilizing power ripple outwards, tearing through the very air itself. These invisible shockwaves sweep across the desolated plains, impacting everything in their path. The ground cracks and fissures open, bleeding strange, glowing energies upwards, into the sky. Ancient mountains groan under the strain, their peaks shedding rock and debris violently. The sky above the heart boils, a tempest of swirling, unnatural, chaotic colors. Lightning, not of Tiamat's making, flashes violently from the rift's guard, bruised firmament. The air shimmers, distorting reality itself, as the heart unleashes its full power. A deafening, resonant hum fills the world, vibrating deep within the very bones. Far away, within her storm-wreathed sky citadel, Tiamat senses the profound, sudden shift. Her 5 heads, usually calm in their terrible majesty, snap upwards in unison. Her eyes, ancient and knowing, narrow, focusing on the distant, violent, ominous pulse. The perpetual lightning around her citadel crackles more fiercely, mirroring her growing unease. A low, guttural growl rumbles from her deepest throat, a sound of ancient warning. Her immense body tenses, scales bristling with a sudden, predatory alertness and fury. She feels the invasive energy, a challenge, a new, unsettling presence in her world. The very air around her thrums with her escalating power, a storm of dragonic rage. Tiamat, the dragon goddess, turns her formidable gaze towards the distant, glowing heart. A flicker of ancient recognition, a primal memory, stirs within her dark soul. Her thoughts, vast and complex, race to comprehend this new, undeniable, cosmic threat. The sky citadel itself seems to lean, drawn by her immense, focused attention. Her cultists below cower, sensing the sudden, terrifying shift in their goddess's mood. The lesser dragons orbiting her let out nervous cries, feeling the potent unrest. This unfamiliar power is a direct affront to her hard-won, fearsome dominion. She knows this feeling, this cold, calculating intelligence, from a past long forgotten. It is a whisper of the true enemy, a chilling echo from the void between worlds. Her vast wings twitch, a silent promise of swift, terrible, divine retribution. The storm around her intensifies, a reflection of the growing fury within her. She prepares for conflict, her ancient instincts screaming a dire, urgent warning. Simultaneously, in his savage valley of titans, Rex also feels the violent surge. His colossal body, usually a mountain of unyielding power, shudders momentarily. A deep, resonant growl tears from his throat, shaking the very foundations of the earth. His amber eyes, usually fixed on prey, snap towards the distant, pulsating light. The megadinos in his pack become restless, their own primal instincts on edge. Rift-mutated beasts cower, sensing the overwhelming power emanating from the heart. Rex's senses, honed by countless eons of predation, scream of a new, potent foe. He feels the invasive energy, a threat to his absolute, hard-won territory. His massive tail whips through the air, flattening ancient ruins with raw force. The ground beneath his feet cracks, unable to contain his sudden, unleashed fury. He lets out a deafening roar, a challenge hurled at the unseen, encroaching power. This is not Tiamat's storm. This is something else, something colder, more insidious. A primal memory, buried deep within his reptilian brain, stirs with dark intent. The true enemy, a whisper of cosmic dread, resonates within his ancient being. His massive jaws clench, a silent promise of brutal, unstoppable, physical might. The air around him crackles with raw, elemental fury, a palpable heat. He begins to move, slowly at first, then with increasing, deliberate momentum. His colossal footsteps thunder across the valley, signaling his impending, destructive advance. He is a force of nature, responding to a perceived threat with overwhelming power. His primal instincts demand confrontation, a visceral response to the heart's pulse. The very earth trembles in his wake, a testament to his unstoppable will. He turns his formidable gaze towards the distant, violently pulsing rift heart. His eyes gleam with a mix of aggression and ancient, predatory calculation. The air vibrates with the unspoken challenge, a titanic clash now drawing near. Both titans, separated by vast, broken landscapes, feel the same profound impact. The heart's violent pulse resonates within their very souls, an undeniable call. For the first time this season, their attention converges on a single, shared point. They look towards the colossal, pulsing crystal, its light now blindingly intense. A silent, cosmic understanding passes between their distant, powerful, ancient forms. The world holds its breath, sensing the impending, monumental confrontation of titans. The air crackles with latent power, a prelude to unimaginable, cataclysmic devastation. The heart throbs with an eerie, rhythmic beat, a drum announcing a new war. Its light expands, engulfing the landscape in a blinding, ethereal, terrifying glow. The eye-like pattern on its surface opens wide, a silent, menacing, knowing gaze. It acknowledges their awareness, a cold, calculating intelligence now fully manifest. The Overmind's ancient purpose stirs, ready to finish its long-dormant, dark mission. Tiamat and Rex, rulers of their shattered realms, face a foe beyond comprehension. A new chapter begins, forged in the heart of a world utterly transformed. Their destinies, once separate, now intertwine under the ominous glow of the heart. The fractured cosmos awaits the next move in this grand, dark kaiju saga. A deep, unsettling silence falls, broken only by the heart's relentless, chilling pulse. The air shivers with a foreboding hum, signaling the dawn of a terrifying new era. The ultimate conflict looms, a destiny woven into the very fabric of existence. All eyes, mortal and monstrous, turn towards the awakening, ominous rift heart.